Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram.
Yes, I'm Bhakti Vikas Swami at ISKCON Dwaraka, headquarters of the Hare Krishna movement in Dwaraka, and I'll be happy to go around. I've published some information about ancient Dwaraka in a book of mine. This is how Dwaraka was 5,000 years ago. Let's go and have a look and see what it's like now. Dwaraka today is a relatively small town with about 30,000 permanent residents, although there's always a floating population of pilgrims. These streets weren't made for big modern vehicles, which anyway aren't allowed in the area close to the main temple. That also, of course, helps to preserve the sanctity of the temple. You can see the air conditioners on the walls on the left and the temple spire in the center. That's a contrast typical of modern India. Cows, auto rickshaws and tractors. This is an Indian-style traffic jam. Here I meet a priest as we go toward the Dwarakadhish temple. Dwarakadhish means Lord of Dwaraka. This temple was built 2,500 years ago at a cost of 12,000 gold coins. During religious festivals and the school holidays, Dwaraka is packed chock-a-block with visitors, but we've come in an off-peak season, which gives us a chance to look around and see the day-to-day life. The arati or ceremony of worship is going on. According to temple rules, we cannot film the main deity. We must approach with great respect and bow down and then stand to present ourselves before the deity and offer prayers to him. I'm heading for another part of the temple compound where students of the local Gurukul, a religious school, are chanting scriptural verses. Some of my fellow monks are already there. Every morning the boys chant here. Such recitation has reverberated throughout Дварака and throughout India since time immemorial. This is a shrine of Madhav Rai, another form of Krishna. It's an important tradition in holy places that visitors should offer some dakshina, which doesn't mean donation, it means an offering. An offering to the resident brahmanas, those who are engaged in cultivation of Vedic spiritual knowledge. So we've just seen the students chanting very nicely Vishnu Sahasranam and other prayers, and we'd like to offer some dakshina, some offering, to their very competent and capable teacher, Sri Janak Rai Upadhyay.
Ayushtamate swasti.
And to all the students. इस साल की पहले की बात हो क्या हो?
हाँ, आपके 20 साल पहले पूज्यपाद प्रभुपाद महाराज जी का मूर्ति लेकर के द्वारिका में पद यात्रा में हरे राम हरे कृष्ण का पूरा मंडल द्वारिका में आए और यहाँ पर 5 दिन का प्राण प्रतिष्ठा का कार्यक्रम रखा गया था। और प्राण प्रतिष्ठा के कार्यक्रम में हम और अपने वेद विद्यालय के छात्र वगैरह सब साथ में थे, द्वारका के पंडित लोग भी साथ में थे और आपके यहाँ से भी अच्छे अच्छे विद्वान वो भी साथ में थे और पूर्ण विधि से 5 दिन तक का प्राण प्रतिष्ठा का कार्यक्रम इसी द्वारिकाधीश मंदिर के प्रांगण में माधव जी के मंदिर के चौक में किया गया, जो सामने स्थित है।
अच्छा समाचार है कि अभी तक वो पद यात्रा चल रही है।
पद यात्रा चल रही है और आपके
4 बार पूरा भारत
परिक्रमा की है और हम
द्वारकाधीश की
कृपा है और हम लोगों को भी ऐसा मौका मिला लंदन जाके उसी मूर्ति का फिर से दर्शन करने का और आपको भी फिर से सौभाग्य मिला कि 25 साल के पहले जो प्राण प्रतिष्ठा हुआ था उसी जगह आज आप लोग भी आए। आपका स्वागत है द्वारका जी में। भगवान सबका कल्याण करे, द्वारिका जी
आशीर्वाद दे
यही
जिससे हम बार बार
पूरे द्वारका वासियों का आशीर्वाद है कि आप हर साल आते रहिए द्वारका जी में।
It's time for changing the flag. This family has had prepared a new flag which they are respectfully and blissfully carrying on their heads. I get the chance too. How lucky to get the Lord's mercy in this way. That's something to dance for. time to climb up 235 feet. Individuals or groups can sponsor the making of a new pennant. There is heavy demand, and booking for sponsorship is usually about 3 months in advance. The flag is made according to specific designs that symbolize all the powers in the universe. The flag also represents everything that Дварака stands for, namely devotion to Lord Krishna, Dwarakadesh. It always flies magnificently in a constant, strong sea wind and can be seen from everywhere in the town, reminding everyone of Krishna, Dwarakadesh. Traditionally, people would walk to Dwaraka. Trains and buses are relatively new invention. From over the plains, the first thing the pilgrims would see is the flag. After having journeyed for days or maybe even months, their excitement increases and increases in expectation of soon fulfilling the goal of their journey, darshan, or audience with the Lord. Gradually, they make out the spire, then the whole temple. Then after bathing for purification, they at last enter the temple, see the Lord, and feel their lives to be successful.
This beautiful flag is central to Dwaraka's culture. It symbolizes everything that Dwaraka stands for. Devotion to Lord Krishna. It always flies magnificently in the wind. There's always this strong sea wind coming in. So the flag can be seen all over the town. Reminds everyone of Dwarakadesh, Krishna. And even people coming from a long distance. Traditionally, people would walk to Dwaraka. These trains and buses is relatively new invention. And from over the plains, from a long distance, the first thing they see of Dwaraka is the flag flying in the breeze. And then gradually they see the spire of the temple, and their excitement, having walked for days or even in some cases for months, to be here, their excitement increases and increases and increases until they finally come and have audience of the Lord. Let's ask one of the pujaris about this flag. Here's Sri Paresh Pardia.
Yes.
He's a pujari here at the temple. Oh, and here's the fellow who's brought the new flag, which is flying now, and got back as prasad the old flag which was flying, which we are fortunate to put on our head. So please tell us something about the flags. They're changed 3 times a day. Can you tell us about that?
We have one tradition here.
Yeah.
So every day 3 times change this flag.
Yeah. What time?
And 8 o'clock to 12:30, 2 time change. 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock,
Yeah.
number 1 flag.
Yeah.
11 o'clock to 12:30, second flag.
Yeah. So we just saw the second flag of the day
Yes,
being
just
put.
now is second
Yeah,
flag
yeah.
is already. And third flag is 5 o'clock to 6:30 o'clock is third flag.
That's the third change, sometime in the evening, and that will go all night then up until 8 o'clock in the
Exactly,
morning.
all night is
All right. So, आपका शुभ नाम क्या है? ललित भाई Javedi. Trivedi. And आप कहाँ के हैं? कहाँ से हैं?
द्वारका जी का ही है।
local
अच्छा.
Brahmina here.
He's a local Brahmin. Yeah.
ऊपर में चला था।
Oh, अच्छा. आप वो सब चेंज करते हैं?
चेंज करते हैं।
Oh, अच्छा. आप नहीं लाया बाहर से?
बाहर से नहीं लाया।
Oh, अच्छा.
चलाने वाला है।
Acha. So he is the gentleman who climbs up every time with no safety belt, nothing. Even sometimes the wind is extremely strong, but he goes up there and changes it. And by the grace of Lord Dwarkadish, no problem.
No problem, without any tension. And
So people are bringing in, mostly they bring in from different villages, is it? Or individuals, they sponsor it.
yes,
It's 52 gaj, that's about 40 meters long. There's a specific design. So from the flag and from the cloth that is worn by Krishna, you can see this kind of shirt. It's called bandi, no?
yes, bandi.
Bandi. That's made, and the pujaris and the different Brahmins in the town will wear. You're wearing green today because
Yes.
green is Wednesday, and that goes together with the day and the Budva.
Budvar. So today is Wednesday.
Yeah.
So all Brahminas, all worshippers, and all gods and goddesses use green dresses.
Yeah.
And Thursday, orange. Friday, white. Saturday, blue. Sunday, red. Monday, pink. And Tuesday, yellow. So we have used day by day colors.
Yeah.
Every day change.
And different colors express different emotions and moods.
Yes, it's from Shastra colors.
Right.
By Shastra.
According to Shastra.
Shastra colors.
In Uddhav, in the time of Krishna Leela, he is the most famous devotee in Dwaraka.
Yeah.
Uddhavji Maharaj.
Ji Maharaj. Yes.
There's one very nice verse from Bhagavatam. He says to Krishna, Tvayopabhukta sragandha vasalankara charchitaha uchishta bhojano dasas tavamaya jayemahi. That by taking the food offered to you, my dear Krishna,
Yeah.
that by taking the food which is enjoyed by you, the clothing, the flower garland, the scent, by using all the things already used by you, we easily conquer over your Maya. So simply by wearing this, you can be free from Maya. No need to go to the Himalayas and do austerity. You wear this, be a devotee of Krishna, and Krishna will look after you.
Now it's time to bring Lord Dwarkadish his midday meal. It's called Chapang Bhog, meaning 56 items. Every day at this time, 56 preparations, opulent and fit for the King of Kings, are offered to Dwarkadish. He is the head priest announcing that the Lord's food is coming and everyone should get out of the way. It's all prepared in a kitchen reserved only for cooking for the deity, and of course, only from pure vegetarian ingredients. The offering is covered so that it is not seen by the public before presenting it to the Lord.
This is the man head pujari, head worshipper in Lord Krishna temple,
Dwarkadish
temple.
I'm very fortunate.
Mr. Upenbhai Thakur.
All the tacos, they're the
All our Thakur,
The Brahmins,
20 families do the puja archana of Lord Krishna.
80 families.
20 families.
20 families. And this is
This is the symbol of Chari.
the royal insignia.
Symbol. There is a kingdom of Lord Krishna. Dwarka is a kingdom. And when king coming, there is one man spoken, there is a king are coming.
And he's holding
It is a
this.
symbol of king coming.
Okay, I can get a blessing.
Yeah, blessing you. And
So
there is a peaceful life in Dwarka. I do not go anywhere.
you're in Dwarka, the king is Krishna.
Krishna,
So how do you feel about being his citizen?
that is happiness and very satisfied life here. I not go anywhere in India or in abroad.
You don't want to go to
Not go
America?
anywhere. Ayodhya, Mathura, Maya, Kasi, Kanchi, Vantika, Puri, Dwara, Vatistaigo, Sappaite Mokshadaika.
Mokshadayaka means when you die here in Dwarka, you go to Krishna.
Go to Krishna.
No more born
no
again.
More birth, no more
Finished.
born. Finish. God blessing you, and you come again at Dwarka on as early as possible. Okay?
That's a good blessing.
God blessing you, and you come again as early as possible at Dwarka.
What does Dwarka mean actually?
There is the Lord Krishna coming from Martha.
Ah,
There is a court. And all the men are asked, where is door? Dwarakaha.
ah.
Its name Dwarka.
It's very short name of Dwarka. Actually, full name is Dwarkaha. Dwarkaha is
Where is the door?
asking for pilgrims. Dwarkaha. So its short name is Dwarka.
Dwarka.
हरे कृष्ण भक्तानुग्रहकरोति करुणां लावण्यपाथोदधि सेव्यो ब्रह्म शिवेन्द्र योगी विबुधै राजाधिराजो हरि। मथुरा छोड़ के भगवान जब द्वारका में आए तब यहाँ भगवान ने इस सुंदर नगरी का निर्माण
He is a colorful fellow, eager to share his take on life and goings on in Dwarka.
वैसे भगवान का जो ये नगरी थी यह शिखरबंद नहीं था।
Here is another of the several shrines within the temple complex. The back entrance is called the Moksha Dwara, the gate of liberation from material existence. The idea is that by passing through, one enters the presence of the Lord, who takes us to his abode. Honoring sacred water. Time to go. I have a lunch invitation with a local Brahmana family. Their house is somewhere around here. Notwithstanding the spiritual ambience, some parts of Dwarka today are physically a little run down.
स्वागतम, आइए।
A heartwarming traditional welcome. Let's meet the oldest man in Dwarka. He is the head of 4 generations of the Thakur clan. His name is Purushottam Haridas Thakur. He's 95 years old. Jai Dwarakadish Ji. Jai Dwarakadish Ji. आपको देख के बहुत आनंद होता है। मुझे भी बहुत आनंद, द्वारकाधीश की कृपा। हमको बहुत आनंद हुआ आपको देख के। भगवान,
मैं इनका ग्रेट ग्रैंडसन हूँ। आप जो भी प्रश्न पूछना चाहते हैं वो आप हमको पूछ सकते हैं, जो भी त्रुटि हुई
ठीक है।
मैं आपको हेल्प करूँ।
पुराने जमाने में और आधुनिक काल में बहुत बड़ा फर्क पड़ता है ना, तो आप बताइए आपका।
दादा, પેલાના જમાનામાં ને અટાણના જમાનામાં કેટલો ફરક છે દ્વારકામાં એમ કહે છે?
बहुत फर्क हो गया हो, बहुत फर्क हो गया। जैसे
કઈ રીતે ફરક? હું ફેર શું પડ્યો ઈ ગયો?
पहले तो आदमी आते थे, 2-3 दिन ठहरते थे, अभी तो आया और दर्शन करके चला गया। और पैदल से आते थे नहीं, या बैलगाड़ी से? ट्रेन
में आते थे। પછી
ट्रेन में,
बस में, ट्रेन में।
कोई पैदल आते,
कोई पैदल चल के आते थे।
अभी तक कुछ लोग पैदल से आते हैं।
हाँ, कम लोग आते हैं, पहले जैसे नहीं आते हैं।
और क्या लोग का स्वभाव में क्या फर्क है? आस्था और श्रद्धा से तो नहीं, अभी तो आया और ये दर्शन किया, ये चल गए। पहले तो 2-3-4 दिन ठहरते। और आपका पिताश्री बहुत बड़े भगत थे नहीं? हमारा पिताश्री मंदिर में भजन करते थे पहले। सुनो, हर रात को भगवान का शयन का समय वो नाचते थे भगवान के सामने कीर्तन करके। हाँ, कीर्तन करते। हरिदास जी आपके पिताश्री भगवान के सामने। और ब्रिटिश के जमाने में कैसे था?
અંગ્રેજોના જમાનામાં દ્વારકામાં શું પરિસ્થિતિ હતી?
અંગ્રેજોના જમાનામાં छोड़ के चला गया, कुछ ऐसा फेर नहीं था। अभी ऐसे ज्यादा फेर नहीं था।
ज्यादा फर्क नहीं था अंग्रेजों के जमाने में, यहाँ इतना कम था जैसे भारत के और जगह पर में था। इतना ज्यादा दबाव,
ब्रिटिश का प्रभाव ज्यादा नहीं था।
प्रभाव यहाँ नहीं था ज्यादा, यहाँ कम था द्वारका के अंदर।
गायकवाड़ सरकार का ये मानी का था। अच्छा, वो सब गायकवाड़
सरकार के राज्य में था। तो वो हिसाब से यहाँ पर में ज्यादा कोई फर्क नहीं था। जैसे अभी है वैसे ही था।
4 धाम में बड़ा धाम, 7 पुरी में मुख्य पुरी, रामेश्वर, जगन्नाथ, बद्रीनाथ और द्वारकानाथ, 4 बड़ा धाम, 7 पुरी, अयोध्या, मथुरा, माया, काशी, कांची, अवंतिका और सप्तम मोक्ष विभाग का। द्वारिका देश नाम सुन के चोरी सराना, याद ही अब तो तू ही बचा ले मुझको बाप कलर मोरी तू ही रामा तू ही कृष्ण तू ही किशोर
जय द्वारकाधीश।
Now it's time for a traditional Gujarati meal. This is not ordinary food. It's called prasad, mercy, and is sanctified by being offered to Lord Krishna. I learned many things here. This family claims descent from Brahmanas who Lord Krishna brought to Dwaraka 5,000 years ago. They told me that up to about 50 years ago, at the time of Arati, people would leave their shops, homes open to go and attend. The streets would be empty because everyone would be in the temple. People were so honest that no one had locks on their doors. Everyone in Dwaraka has firm devotion to Dwarakadhish and feels fully protected by him. Dwaraka faces the coast of Pakistan, and during the 1965 war, the Pakistan Navy bombarded undefended Dwaraka, but although they had a clear shot, all their missiles went over the town and none exploded. More recently, there was a major cyclone and then the earthquake of 2001. In both cases, for 200 kilometers around, everything was devastated, but Dwaraka remained untouched. After lunch, I visit a temple of Lord Ram, another form of Krishna. Here, chanting of the names of Lord Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Jai Ram, goes on non-stop. Later that evening, I take a bumpy ride to the bank of the sacred river Gomti.
Here we are on the bank of the river Gomti with Dwarka city along the north bank, all on the one side of the river. The other side of it is just blank. So this river Gomti, as you can see, is a very small river compared to so many of the great famous rivers of India like Ganga, Yamuna, Narmada, Kaveri. Nevertheless, a river's sacredness doesn't necessarily depend upon her size, and the Gomti is one of the sacred rivers of India. The mood here is that everyone's happy to be a devotee of Krishna.
a ritual dip, submerging 3 times for purification. Although we're not allowed to film the deity of Dwarakadhish in the main temple, we found an exact smaller replica in the nearby hotel Dwarakesh and attended evening worship. The deity is dressed and worshipped very opulently and pleasingly. Devotees see him not as a stone idol, but as the omnipotent Supreme Lord, kindly making himself available to us in a form we can personally approach and offer food, flowers, clothing, and incense as expressions of love. Sri Dwaraka Sarvajanik Pustakalai, Dwaraka's public library, established in 1871. Hare Krishna. So this is Gopi Talab. Gopi means Krishna's dear cowherd girls of Vrindavan, which is more than 1,000 kilometers from here, about 1,000.
And this Gopi Talab is 16 kilometers outside of Dwarka. Krishna left Vrindavan, his simple pastoral life, and came to live in Dwarka as an opulent prince. But he never forgot the gopis, and they never forgot him. So one time they came here to Dwarka. Actually, this is 16 kilometers outside Dwarka. And this is the place where they waited. So, Gopi means the cowherd girls, and Talab means a pond or a well. And this place commemorates where the gopis came. Other times that I came here, this was completely dry. But now it's just after the monsoon. There's been a lot of rain this year. Usually this area is very dry. Even in the monsoon there's not much rain. But this year there's been unprecedented rain. This whole area now, which is just mostly full of thorn trees. This was Gopi Talab some years ago, but there was a huge flood, and then all the walls got all smashed down, and now they keep a small area only for people to visit, which is called Gopi Talab. But actually this whole area, several acres, was a huge lake. This seems to be the best point, where there's nice yellow earth. This is Gopi Chanda. That's a big lump. That's enough for one devotee that will last a few years, this much. This is the place where all the Gopi Chanda, this yellow thing you see on our forehead, this goes all over the world from this place here. Now there are devotees of Krishna all over the world. In the Madhva Sampradaya and the Gauriya Madhva Sampradaya, which the worldwide Hare Krishna movement is part of, wearing this is a must. Actually, it used to be that it was a must for everyone in India to wear tilak. So nowadays people think, well, it looks very strange. What's this marking on your forehead? But previously in India, it used to be strange if someone didn't have it on their forehead. They would think, what's wrong with you? It's a sign that you're not civilized, you don't have any guru. Right from this place, it's exported now all over the world. It's just everywhere here. We're walking on it. I mean, it's almost sacrilegious, but what can you do? We're walking on the earth, which is to decorate the foreheads of so many devotees. So this is where the Gopi Chandan or earth comes out raw, and there's some simple processing. It goes on over there. Let's go have a look. Pardon? एक पत्थर तालाब से लाया, आपको देता हूँ, आप जरा सा मुझे दिखाइए तो कैसे बनाना है?
ऐसे ही बनाने का, ऐसे बनाओ, ऐसे।
हाँ, ये सूखा है और पहले क्या करना है?
पानी में भिजा दो।
हाँ। अच्छा, तो कितने समय पानी में डालना?
एक कलाक,
एक घंटा।
आटा जैसा बना के ऐसे। गया ये लिया ऐसे।
फिर धूप में सुखाना है। मैं कर सकता हूँ
ऐसे।
Who knows where this will go? Maybe to Brazil? maybe to Russia, maybe to Pakistan. Or maybe I'll take one and use it myself. Here we are at the entrance to the temple at Big Dwarka. We can't bring the filming equipment any further, so I'll go inside and see what's to be seen and come back and tell you all about it. Inside is another temple of Dwarkadish. Another means the well-known one is at Dwarka. This is Big Dwarka. Big means island. And here, as in Dwarka on the mainland, there is Dwarkadish with many shrines of different deities, of Devaki, of Lakshmi, who means Rukmani, and of Krishna in various forms, Madhav, Purushottam, Trivigram, and so on. So, according to the priests who live here, this is the original Dwarka. That when 5,000 years ago, the fort on which Krishna was living, Dwarka, became inundated, this part remained and has remained ever since. Although according to the priests on the mainland, this island wasn't an island until recently. It was connected with the mainland. So whatever it is, there's a bit of rivalry going on between those who consider the Dwarka on the mainland to be the main Dwarkadish temple and those who consider this to be the main one. But as far as we are concerned, Krishna is Krishna wherever he may choose to manifest, and we offer our respectful obeisances to him. You can see here ruins. This is a result of the earthquake in 2001. One thing is that the earthquake affected here, but not the Dwarka over there on the mainland. So here we are, crossing over the sea from the island of Big Dwarka back to the mainland, going back to Dwarka. We pray to always remember Lord Dwarkadish, the King of Dwarka, whose lotus feet are just like a boat for crossing the ocean of material existence. Samashute ye padda pallava plavang mahatpadang punya yashomarare bhavam vide vatsa padang parang padang yad vipadang natesham. As is stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, this material world is a very dangerous place. There's danger at every step. We have to cross over the great ocean of material existence and come to the lotus feet of Krishna in the spiritual world. And his lotus feet are in themselves the best boat. So now we're going on a little boat to cross this little stretch of land which we couldn't cross by ourselves. Let us take shelter of the great boat of the lotus feet of Lord Murari, Krishna, who takes us all across the ocean of material existence. Jai Jai Dwarakadhisha Ki Jai. Even materially speaking, it's quite beautiful to see. For those who have got spiritual eyes, they can see that the abode of the Lord, it's not a place of this material world. We don't come here for sightseeing or tourism, but to offer our respects to Krishna, who is the maker, maintainer of the spiritual and the material worlds. Everything that exists is Him, is within Him, there is nothing beyond Him. So our duty is simply to bow down at His lotus feet. Hare Krishna.
Now we head back toward Dwaraka for the last stop on the regular pilgrim circuit, the temple of Rukmini. The present structure is said to date from the 12th century. Rukmini is the foremost of Krishna's 16,108 queens, yet she's not at his side in the main temple, but in this wilderness outside the town. Here is the deity of Rukmini in the temple.
So this is the temple of Rukmini, the most famous, the first of Krishna's 16,108 wives. The story of Rukmini is very famous, how she was kidnapped by Krishna on her own request and lived here at this place for 12 years, separated from Krishna, and then went to live with him. She's eternally with Krishna. She's the expansion of Radharani. She's in Dwaraka, the greatest of the Lakshmis, or the goddesses of fortune, who always live with Krishna. And although she's a queen, she's brought up in great luxury, she loves to personally serve Krishna by fanning him, offering him betel nuts, massaging his feet, bringing his food. So in this way, Rukmini Devi sets the standard for all devotees, that however opulent they may be, or whatever background they may have, they simply think themselves very humble servants of Krishna. So let us all remember Rukmini Devi and ask for her blessings, that we may develop the same kind of devotion that she has. Don't ask for blessings to be rich and opulent and beautiful. Rukmini is famous for being so beautiful, but that we can have the mood of service to Krishna. That is the very essence of her being. All glories to Rukmini Devi.
So this visit to Dwarka is over. We pray that our viewers have shared our joy in visiting this place of living spiritual culture. May Lord Dwarkadhish bless and enlighten us all.